Welcome to the Louisville Business Review, where we spotlight the best local businesses. Today, we have with us a very special guest, George, who is the owner of Summa This, Summa Dat, and more. Welcome, George. We have George here from Summa This and Summa Dat and more. We are so thrilled to have you, George, here on Louisville Business Review. Can you please describe your business and tell our viewers a little bit more about it?
How y'all doing this morning? Some of this, some of that, and more. Um, a lot of people mistake it for a soul food restaurant. You know, we had a little write up in the Russell neighborhood weekly paper, and I had read that it said soul food. Well, to clarify some things about some of this, some of that, and more, it's not a soul food restaurant, it's a comfort food restaurant. It's where you can come and get some of the most colorful and sensational, bursting with flavor, different varieties from top to bottom, over 40 different menu items to choose from, six different signature smoked items to choose from. It jumps off the scale. We got Phillies, quesadillas, and all of this stuff is served daily. So some people get it misconfigured with like what certain days this stuff. No, this is a comfort food restaurant. This is every day. So we make sure that everything is fresh and appeasing for the people to come and choose whatever they like. So you can come in there, you can get fish. We got three different types of fish: buffalo bed fish for anybody who's familiar with that, catfish, and whiting. Burgers, you can choose from your smoked off the grill burger, or you can get your traditional grill top 100% ground beef burger. Chicken sandwiches, chicken tenders, chicken bites, fries, onion rings, jalapeno poppers, mozzarella cheese sticks, nachos, the ultimate nachos. I worked at B-Dubs for probably about 8, 9 years. I opened the one over there on Veterans Parkway, if you're familiar with that one there. And I worked at the Golden Corral on Dixie Highway. So I infused the two together and I come up with a little some of this, a little some of that, and more.
I love
So, with that being said, these menu items are daily. So, you can come, the concept of a hot table, how you used to go to Golden Corral, you go around the hot table, you got your 20 different top tens. Well, I have my top tens daily also. So we have the hot table for you. You can come and get a quick hot meal, uh, pick up, take out, carry out, and also delivery through the DoorDash and Grubhub, of course. But other than that, it's a comfort food restaurant. Uh, and traditionally, we always say, come and get this love today. It's there every day for you.
I love it.
Yeah.
And George, when did you start this business? What was your inspiration?
Well, the inspiration it's kind of funny because, like, while working at Golden Corral, I took an injury to my shoulder. So I had to get a rotator cuff surgery done. And during the downtime, I was introduced to the opportunity to actually start a restaurant business. Down in the Shawnee neighborhood, there's this little food hut. Sits right offside 44th and Market. You can't see it from the visual Market Street, but it's like as soon as you turn the corner, boom, there it is. And a lot of people's familiar with it. But the opportunity come from me from a buddy of mine who cuts hair down there, and there was a lady that was working there. I think her name was Miss Hosanna. I think it was called Hosanna's um, Kitchen. I think is what it was at the time. Well, she was on her way out the door to retire. So that opportunity was introduced to me. I thought long about it because I've always wanted to start my own little restaurant business, to see what my skills could carry me. So in 2019, we launched some of this, some of that, and more. And if you take a look at the menu, and if you take a look at the title itself, um, the font itself, if you look at it closely, and if you can remember, do the right thing, and the Martin Lawrence show. So, we just got some creativity with it. Got some little people holding the hand, holding the signs up and everything, and just something different. Everything. I try to do different. I try to go off the get out of the way of the soul food, so to speak, and just try to bring up some signature items that I know that people like to gravitate towards. You know, just take a little bit of this from here, a little bit of that from there, and you bring all those concepts together, and you just So in 19, we started. July the 8th was the first day of business, and from July to December, we did pretty good. We know COVID hit, and it really kind of slowed things down for everybody else. But because we're just takeout and carry out, it kind of did okay. Kind of did okay for the first 6 months, And then when COVID really did hit, I would like to say the challenge was it was meaningful because it was the flip side of things. It didn't really hurt us. It kind of helped us out
Mm.
because you can come through the door and you don't have to interact. You just got to pick it up through the window. So it kind of thrived. It kind of thrived a little bit through the COVID, beginning of it anyway. And
Yeah.
then when we made our move, of course, to a bigger and better location on the corner of 26th and Jefferson in the Russell neighborhood, the consistency was shown. So we're there. We're going to be a staple in the community for years to come. The growth is truly amazing to watch the growth, and to interact with different people daily, and to see some of those menu items really fly off the table. So it's been overwhelming for real.
Now, George, how many locations do you have at the moment?
At the moment, we just have the one location on 26 and Jefferson, but for the future, it's bright. We want to take this thing to the next level, but you have to start somewhere. So I
Absolutely.
do believe that that corner is the nucleus for the takeoff. When you hear some of this, some of that, and more, you know, a lot of people didn't really think about it as it being a restaurant. So we
Hmm.
have to kind of like throw some more names out there as far as like comfort food,
Right.
restaurant spot. But for the followers that I have from when I started, it's beautiful to see that they all gravitated to that location along with me. So like starting out, followers is the big thing, man. I always try to do numbers. So right now we up to almost 3,000 followers. So
Wow.
that's like through the door, you're looking at 300, 300 people a week maybe. So yeah, the takeoff is it's uh it's trending in the right direction. It's trending in the right direction.
So
We
it
got
seems like it
so
seems like you have a lot of loyal followers and a lot of people that once they try your food, they get hooked.
yeah.
Um, and it seems like you have a very unique concept and you bring a lot of personality to your business. Have you always been this eccentric and colorful?
Well, I think that comes with the territory. Growing up, like I said, I was athletic type, so I played basketball, ran cross country, ran track. Went to college at Lindsey Wilson. We played a little ball, ran a little cross country. And coming home from all of that, I got into coaching football, real tough in basketball. So yeah, dealing with people every day, it's a lesson learned. And dealing with different emotions and personalities daily, it's a lesson learned too. So you take some of that good with the bad and the ugly, and you can pretty much make a pretty flower out of that. So yeah,
I love it.
it's a
And
challenge.
yep. And how many employees do you have at the moment?
Right now, it's three of us.
All right.
It's three of
Wow.
us. So,
Big
like
shift.
consistency
Yep.
in what we do. And my plan, of course, is to bring more employees in, try to create jobs.
Yep.
In that area, um, it's really famished with a lot of poverty. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But it's people that come at me daily about work. But like right now, because of the overhead, of course, once we get a lot of that stuff out the way and we're really producing some revenues to bring people in, I would like to train. See, coming up for me uh, in the restaurant business and cookware, so to speak, I was a kitchen trainer at both those places that I exposed to you earlier, Golden Corral and Buffalo Wild Wings. I was a kitchen trainer at both these places. So to give this knowledge to other people, for them to learn, you know, how to just prep,
Hmm.
how to put together an order, in a timely fashion. Everything's about doing numbers. So for
Absolutely.
me, uh, to see someone achieve that, it's a dope feeling. And working at Buffalo Wild Wings, we traveled to different places: Terre Haute, Indiana. We went to Florida. We went to Texas, opening up these different restaurant venues and teaching these people, how to get to their bag. Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. So this is great. It sounds like you're an inspiration to a lot of people, and hopefully you'll be creating a lot more jobs in the near future. And speaking of which, what is your goal? If you could have any vision for your business, where do you see your business in the next 6 months to a year or even 5 years?
Well, um, I've always been one to set goals, 5 year plan, 10 year plan, 3 year plan. Like doing this right here, the goals had already been set to be where I'm at today in in this location to be where I'm at right now. You know, it's not owned yet, but that's for the future. We want to get that corner.
Yeah,
We want to build that corner and build that brand. Because once we build that corner and build that brand, the sky's the limit. We can take it back to where it was at first, what I'm saying, and do it all over again. Take it to a really like just get 2 or 3 locations, uh, just to maximize the name and get it out there. It's like the league. Once you get through the draft process, you just sitting there waiting for your name to be called. So that's the plan, to get some of this, some of that, and more on a higher level.
beautiful.
Get it
And
out there.
George, do you own 100% of the business, or do you have other partners and owners?
I own 100% of the business, but I have business associates that really are in my corner, helping me make this thing work. And 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 not only that, but at the same time, these people I introduce to other business owners because their business minds need to be heard. They have ideas. They do certain things that some of these businesses don't have as far as a backbone to their business. You know what I'm saying? You need a good business consultant. You need someone who knows how to do taxes. You need someone who knows how to do all the tedious paperwork that I personally don't like to do. So that's why you build your team. You build your team around your business name. So when you think about some of this, some of that, and more, the more is the most important part of the title,
So George,
because
the business is
everything.
absolutely, and I love how you emphasize the more, and it makes sense because of the uniqueness of what you offer. Well, who was your inspiration, or do you have an inspiration? Is there someone you look up to in terms of how they run their business that inspires you?
Well, I think it was the experience. Once you've been in the business, once you've been in the restaurant business, working on the corporate level for so many years, it's going to come a time where you're going to think about doing these things for yourself, you know, because I always said, take care of your ace in the hole. So in some of these places, if you're not being taken care of as the ace in the hole and you're putting out all this work, do it for yourself. Go ahead and try it. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but you're gonna have to get out there on a little faith. Say put God first in everything that you do, and shoot for the stars. Just sometimes failure is good because through failure you learn so much through your experiences because you know that okay, it's happened this way, it's not gonna happen again. You're gonna make sure it's not gonna happen again. So I'm always coming different. When I say take the good, the bad with the ugly, in the restaurant world, you got people that's gonna bash you. For instance, my platform is on Google, so if you Google it, you can go and pull up the web page. You can go leave reviews. You know what I'm saying? So like with that, with me, and I go and read them like, oh, what happened that day? Oh, they said that. Oh, that's not good. But
Mm.
hey, working the Golden Corral, you heard the same thing. So for me, when I heard people talk down on the restaurant, that means I'm doing my job.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Consistency. It's consistency in everything that you do to make things better.
Yep.
So as we school along down the road through the year, everything's coming together. It's like at training. It's like at training. I think I know. As soon as he get up that hill and he gets on around the curve, he's in there. He's in there.
I love the attitude and the positive thinking. Let me ask you this: what was the toughest thing you went through when you were opening up? What were those first days like when you first started the restaurant?
Trust. It's getting people to trust in what it is you're trying to do and where you're trying to take your abilities. There were some days where you did get one person through the door, so you felt like you just wasted a whole day, you just wasted food, and it kind of took your pocket for granted because it's gonna be days that you take losses, and through those days, you sit and you just. And for me, my mind is going a mile a minute. It's like, okay, I see what this is. I see where this is going today. What's tomorrow going to bring, and the following day, and the following day. But I think that the craftiness of what they have to offer today with social media and the avenues that you can use to build your own platform is what really puts some of this and some of that more on me.
Hmm.
I look back at all the posts that I've done in the past, and it's probably over 10,000 of them. You know what I'm saying? So like, just learning little nitpicks, things like jumping in the group, for instance. Dive back Louisville, you got Louisville Diamond, Kentucky and the Foodies. Just getting on all these platforms and just building your brand yourself. Because sometimes it just takes what's the word I'm looking for? Self empowerment. You have to do it yourself. And along the way, you pick up those people who believe in you and they trust the process. And they know that in the long run, now we're gonna go ahead and stick this out because this is gonna work, man.
Hmm.
This thing's gonna grow and it's gonna be amazing. So just seeing, just being able to work for myself and getting up in the morning, going to my own place of business is probably the best feeling in the world.
Sure, I can imagine. And what is the best? What is the number one way you're currently bringing in new customers?
Stay on the social media platform. I'm always posting on Facebook. I'm always on Instagram, running promotions during the week, like Tuesdays, Turkey Leg Tuesdays. How everybody else does Taco Tuesday. I do Turkey Leg Tuesday. Now, everyone thinks that turkey legs just sold on that day. No, we sell turkey legs every day. But when you come in on a Tuesday, you get discounted price on your turkey leg Tuesday. Wing Crush Wednesday. And these things have been around since I've started the business. So they're not going nowhere. It's always going to be my brand to the people.
Beautiful.
What I'm saying? My protocol to getting people through the door and, letting them try other things in the process of purchasing, what it is for that day. So we
Mhm.
have Wing Crush Wednesday and we also have fish and shrimp fries. So on these particular days, you can come in and get a discounted price for those particular menu items, but they're on the menu every day.
That's great. And speaking of discounts, George, what can you offer the viewers watching this in terms of maybe a promotion or a discount if they wanted to try out your restaurant for the first time?
Now we had a promotion that we was running. You come in, you purchase entree for $10 or more, and we will grace you with this, some of that, and more promo card. The promo card has exactly 5 hearts on it. So every time you bring your card back, I'm going to punch your card. And when you get all your hearts punched for that day, whatever you buy is going to be $5 off.
That's great.
So
Thank
you
you
get
so much.
$25 meal, you're getting $5 off, and then you might come on a Tuesday and you already got so you're getting big discounts on certain days when when you frequently bringing that card in and getting it punched. Now I've done this countless many times, so I've probably spent at least $100 on buying these cards, but I can't get people to bring them back in. Back on card, bring your card, get your hole punched. It's probably over 1,000 of them in circulation right now.
Wow.
Probably have 1 or 2 people come in there and actually have their cards punched. But that's the world we live in. That's the consumer world. So we can't stop anything like that.
Yep. Yep. So we're looking forward to your growth and you having multiple locations. I feel like your business is definitely very unique and is a staple. And we love your personality and looking forward to trying your food. Thank you for being on our show.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me today. It's a wonderful opportunity, and I just want to say that some of that, and more, located at 2536 West Jefferson Street. And come and get this love today and every day.
Thank you, George.
Thank you.
Are you struggling to figure out the best ways to promote your business? Forget about the failed attempts and get your business featured at Louisville Business Review to experience the real-time conversion and aspire to new heights of success with greater exposure and ROI. Visit www.louisvillebusinessreview.com to get featured now.